There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The New York Knicks are in the United Center tonight to battle it out with one of their longtime rivals, the Chicago Bulls.
All right, ready to go?
Coming off that win in Detroit, taking care of the Pistons.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
He used that pick just right. Porzingis has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Rose. Dishes to Gasol. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. New York with the ball. Anthony kicks to Calderon. High post shot. No good off the front iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Rose. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Gibson with a screen on Aflalo. Anthony against Mirotic. And again, Chicago. No good. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Now let's find out what head coach Derek Fisher had to say to DB. Doris?
One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
All right, Doris. Here's Aflalo following the score by Derek Rose. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Rose with another miss. New York leading by 3. Anthony with it. Butler covering. Aflalo. And the shot is good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. And it's Rose penetrating off the screen. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Last time they met in New York.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And that one drops. Knicks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. They set the pick. That one wide left.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Outside Rose. Floats one up. Aflalo pulls it in.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Tries it from 19. Here's Lopez, and he banks in the layup. Lopez has got his first points of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Butler, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That is his first foul of the game.
Pau Gasol was the #3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Free throw drops for Gasol. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. Difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out. Good answer.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And there's the feed to Anthony. And again, New York with the triple.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Rose. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Rose has got 7 points in the game. Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Porzingis passes to Lopez. Baseline J on the way. The shot is off. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Lopez a screen. Anthony drives in. Here's Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh, and all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Bulls in second.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Bulls trail by 3.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
And guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
The second free throw, no good. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
That's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Now, here's Calderon. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. The wide open look here for Anthony, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Rose with the ball. He's got 8. Gasol dishes to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. That's a floater go. The Knicks pull it in. And here's Calderon. He had 15 points last outing. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
About Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season, playing a career low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Bulls trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And a little off that time, but it drops. Gasol's got 5 now.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Calderon has the open look. A 3 off the mark. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Brooks with no one around. Second chance effort, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Grant, he's checked in for New York. The Bulls have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
The pass to Thomas, poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And Kevin, while we have a moment here, let's take a look at the Bulls and see where they ranked over the last month in the NBA stats. First in rebound, first in block, and they're number 2 in keeping that opponent's shooting percentage low. This is a team that really gives up no easy looks at the basket.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Boy, blew the easy 2 by profile, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
He dishes it to Williams. Here's Galloway. Looks covering. Grant gets a wide open look. Here's Serafin. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Brooks against Grant. Here's Brooks. And he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana. Uncovered. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Heinrich's got his first basket of the night. The Knicks leading by 6. Grant kicks to Galloway. Seraphin inside, defended by Gasol. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Look at the numbers for Brooks, averaging 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
.141 left in the first quarter of the game. He feeds it to Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Heinrich. Passes it to Portis. Right side Gasol. And it falls over the rim and in. And now it's just a 4-point New York lead.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Thomas passes to Seraphin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Can't hit the second.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Brooks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Grant with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. Heinrich against Grant. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to Galloway. "16 seconds left to play here in the first. Thomas dishes to Galloway. Grant against Gasol. Grant kicks to Seraphin.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now Brooks. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so the first quarter is in the books. New York ahead, up by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision too. And I want to make it good, great actually, not good, but great.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better as the ball hits the rim. It's going right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
What's up? In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Porzingis. He's out there with Robin Lopez. Aflalo is out there with Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the point guard.
It's hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
Now here's Rose. The dish to Gibson. Back to Rose. McDermott with the screen for Rose. Lopez with the block.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside Rose. Mirotic sets the screen for Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And New York making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
Whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. And it ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside Butler. He kicks it to Gibson. Over in the corner, Rose. Back to Gibson. And again, no good by Chicago.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
The Bulls have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Rose up on top. Lopez covering. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And for that note about Mirotic, in the 4th, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
While we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Well, you look at Porzingis, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Well, you know, hey, as a rookie, it's always hard to earn the respect of coaches, but he's earned every minute he's gotten this season. Just a terrific offensive threat.
Here's Gibson. Good work defensively by Anthony.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now here's Anthony. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Melo having a terrific game. 15 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Anthony. So Anthony nails both of them.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Rose passes to McDermott. Here's Gibson, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now,
no wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
The Knicks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. First free throw is good. Portis is checked in for the Bulls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They're just over 80% from the line now. Much better than what they shot in the first.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Butler against Afflalo. Butler kicks to Gibson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft. even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
And the second free throw, good. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Indiana.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Old school basketball here. Hard-nosed, fundamental, just solid old school performance right there.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. The Knicks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Yeah, New Year's Day is the traditional day to start off some resolutions. I know for the coming year, I would like to maybe grow more.
That's good. Rose has got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And with a break in the action, let's look at the stats for Butler. Averaging 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Now, here's Butler. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. The kick out to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. Well, a lot of New Year's resolutions to be made, Clark. I've got mine. I'm sure you've got yours.
Yeah, mine is always just to be right on time and how I handle my ad-libs for NBA 2K16.
Mine, lose weight, and keep my mouth shut. And here's Rose. Jose Calderon getting his 3 to go. Calderon against Rose. Shot clock at 6. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Aflalo. New York leading by 12. Calderon with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Launches a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Butler against Aflalo. Butler dishes to Gibson. Outside Butler.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Chicago making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Chicago with the ball. 15-point game. Butler against Aflalo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gasol's shot is good. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. At the elbow, it's Aflalo. Floats one up. A putback kept alive by New York. And Chicago shooting 40% from the field. That's good. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Clark.
Yeah, that's got them over the
Side
limit,
out.
and it's still early. They'll have to play smart or they could give up a lot of free throws.
The Knicks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Calderon.
Some good numbers for Calderon. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Rose. Thomas checked in for New York. Grant comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 13. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Now here's Heinrich. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Brooks. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. 5th, Carmelo Anthony.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these
Shooting
guys
2.
and you would
Shooting
notice
2.
how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
And that one falls for Brooks. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Now here's Williams. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Detroit. For 3, Calderon. Chicago grabs the miss. And now, in transition, is Heinrich. Here we go. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Langston Galloway's checked in for New York. Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
Now here's Serafin. He's got 6. Puts it up from 12, and he gets it to go. Serafin's got 8 points. Bulls trail by 11. Now here's Brooks. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gasol setting the pick for Brooks to the inside. It's Gasol missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Grant. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. He's looking for Williams and finds him. A stupendous finish in traffic. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Portis. He had 16 points in the win against Indiana.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he's contributed in a number of ways.
And here is Grant following Kirk Heinrich's 3. Thomas kicks to Serafin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
It's been a solid outing for Serafin. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Seraphin. Bulls trail by 12. Pass to Portis. Heinrich outside. There's a good screen. Such a wide open look. And that's 10 points for Butler.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
There's Galloway. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Seraphin kicks to Galloway. New York needs to get off a shot. Grant. New York, no good that time either. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Thomas against Brooks. Pass to Portis. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight. The Knicks leading by 7. Grant the pass to Thomas. Here's Seraphin, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
And the Bulls making a change here. McDermott's checked in. That one misses.
Well, it's been rough waters from the foul line for him. His bad fortune continues.
Brooks with him. Now defended by Grant. And he had space. The shot by Heinrich no good.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Galloway. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Brooks misses.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Shot's good for Seraphin.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so here is Chicago following the score by New York. Heinrich with it. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Grant.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throw down.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Heinrich gets it to go.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Brooks against Grant. Feeds to Seraphin. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. And so that brings the first half to a close. Knicks lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, what allowed you to function so well offensively?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We're doing that, and we're just trying to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He ended up with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And the shot is good. Aflalo's got the first points to start out the third quarter for New York.
You know, watching Aaron Aflalo, incredible form on his jumper, excellent mid-range shooter who's made himself into one of the league's better three-point shooters, too.
Now, here is Mirotic. Dishes it to Gasol. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Follow against Mirotic. Back to Calderon. Lopez sets a screen for Calderon. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Rose gets to Gasol. Butler against Aflalo. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Calderon against Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Aflalo left side. Throws up the baseline. And Butler sends it back. And he gets it back. And here's Rose. 10 points for him. The shot from 20 feet away. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Jimmy Butler. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They set the pick. Calderon passes to Porzingis. Tries again, and it's Lopez laying it in. And the Knicks lead by 13.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Bulls have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. That free throw good from Gasol.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 14 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
And that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Now here's Calderon. He's got 10. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Porzingis has got 7 points.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. Number 1, Jimmy Butler.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
I tell you what, I think he relishes those difficult assignments. I mean, he's such an intense competitor. Defense is what drives him.
Here's Porzingis, defended by Gibson. Calderon dishes to Afflalo. New York moving it around. 6 to shoot. All sorts of time. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris. And the first one drops.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And Rose drops them both. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injuries.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time.
But they'll get another chance. The feed now to Calderon. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Aflalo with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Rose against Anthony. Rose attacking. That's good. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Here's Lopez, following the score by Derrick Rose. In transition, here come the Bulls. From 11 feet away. Rose can't get that one to fall. The Knicks leading by 6. Anthony with it. Butler covering. Out left to the wing. Rose against Calderon. The wide open look here for Lopez. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Rose. He's got 14. And they double up Butler. Shoots a 3. And Derrick Rose gets the 3. Rose has got 17.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Here's a follow, and the basket good. He has 6.
Superb assist there. Played the role of the maestro on that one.
Gibson the screen. Here's Butler, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Lopez, a screen on Rose. Rejected by Gasol. Now Rose on the floor all by himself. That's good. And now just a 3-point Knicks lead. New York's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Calderon passes to Porzingis. Lopez, a screen on Gibson. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 9 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Gibson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Splendid pass that time by Rose.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Lopez a screen. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Bulls trail by 4. Rose attacking over to the wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. Knicks with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing, covered by Mirotic. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And a switch here also for New York. Serafin's checked in. And here are the Bulls now. 4-point game. To the paint. Here's Butler. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. Heinrich comes in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Knicks also changing it up. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Here's Galloway. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. There's the pass to a foul. Outside Thomas. There's a screen. He dishes it to Anthony. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The drive by Brooks. No luck. The Knicks leading by 4. Galloway kicks to Anthony. He feeds it to Galloway. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now Brooks. From 13, Brooks can't get that one to fall.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Here's Galloway. Here's Aflalo. Count it from 12. Aflalo's got 8 points. Bulls trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Brooks grabs the board.
He's been wayward and just off about everything he's put up in this period.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. McDermott with it. Anthony on him. Trying to get back on track. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
There's Galloway after the Bulls pick up 2. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Knicks.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Serafin. The Knicks making a switch here. Grant's checked in. So he makes both from the line.
He's been having a tough game from the free throw line, but finally he gets it done.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Grant. Pass to Galloway. Outside Thomas. Kicks it to Seraphin. Shoots from 14. Tries again. Thomas's shot is off. Bulls trail by 8. Heinrich outside. And it's Brooks in the corner. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And so it's New York with it.
And guys, Kurt Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Talking about Heinrich, the one thing you expect from him is consistency. But when he couldn't provide it last year, the team turned to a different backup point guard.
Exactly right, Kevin. Heinrich couldn't have felt good about becoming a third stringer, averaging the fewest minutes per game of his career last season.
Shooting two.
And that one misses.
He's only got half of the equation right, Kevin. He's getting to the free throw line often, but he's not making enough of it.
He's good on the second. 1:21 left to play in the third. Brooks, the pass to Portis. Back to Brooks. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Seraphin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Grant kicks to Anthony. Goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Shooting one.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Knicks?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Now here's Gibson. He's got 5. They set the screen. Five on the clock. The dish to McDermott. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That one's on Anthony.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Take a breather, gentlemen. 3 shots. 3 shots.
No good on that one. On the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Good on the second free throw.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Here's New York. They're on a 14-6 run. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Grant with the ball. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Outside Williams. Anthony kicks to Seraphin.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Shot 7 of 12 from the charity stripe in this one. That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
Get open, get open.
Now here's Brooks. Gibson with the screen on Grant. With the floater. And on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Brooks. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks out front, ending the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And Chicago has possession, trailing by 10. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Robin Lopez, Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's Galloway in the one spot.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Outside Rose. He kicks it to Gasol. That's tipped. There's Galloway. He's covered by Rose. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Flawless. He's checked in for Langston Galloway. That's good from Calderon. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Rose dishes to Butler. Outside Rose. Miritich the screen. Here's Gasol, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
Free throw drops for Gasol. New York leading by 12. Pass to Porzingis. Flalo kicks to Calderon, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Butler with the ball, now guarded by Flalo. Back to Rose. Butler on the wing. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony, the pass to Aflalo. Lopez a screen. Inside, stolen by Rose. Pass to Mirotic, back to Rose. Feeds it to Butler. Mirotic dishes to Butler. This all setting the pick for Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Calderon. Here's the pass to Porzingis. Moves back up. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Rose gets to Gasol. Back to Rose. Mirotic, a screen on Calderon. Rose, and it's blocked. Outside Anthony. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop. All the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And back to Mirotic last season. Per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Lopez, no up.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
There's the screen. Calderon against Rose. Anthony with room to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 7th assist in the game.
And, you know, for Mirotic, his value extends to the defensive end as well. He did a surprisingly good job of racking up blocks and steals last season. You have to believe that if he improves his power and consistency, an all-star nod isn't so far off.
Calderon with it. Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Anthony on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Come on, shoot!
Rose against Calderon. Lopez with the block. And here's Calderon. The 11-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
McDermott passes to Rose. Mirotic the screen. Rose attacking. Lopez with the block. And they'll keep possession. Gasol's shot is good. The Knicks leading by 11. Calderon dishes to Afflalo. Lopez a screen. Passes to Porzingis. Second chance shot. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And what a tremendous game for Lopez. 11 rebounds, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
When you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Both free throws good from Lopez.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Calderon with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. And the Knicks miss again.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime. And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Mirotic.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Gibson's checked in for Chicago. And Afflalo kicks to Calderon. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. So at Chicago now, it's a 13-point game. Calderon against Rose. Gibson setting the pick for Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Rose. Jose Calderon making his last shot. There's the screen. Rose kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Butler. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but On occasion, it does happen.
New York leading by 15. The feed to Afflalo. Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Calderon. Just 5 on the clock. Gasol with the steal. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Get open, get open.
Here's Butler. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Calderon. Afflalo outside. Pass to Porzingis. Lock at 6. Anthony. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bulls trail by 13. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Butler against Afflalo. Butler dishes the Rose. Back to Butler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got 14 points now in the second half. The Knicks leading by 13. Calderon passes to Afflalo. He feeds it to Carmelo. Kicks it to Calderon. It's stolen by Rose. Oh, and here comes Rose all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Afflalo kicks to Calderon. That's to Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. And the Knicks lead by 14.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
And the Bulls making a change here. Mirotic has checked in.
Come on, get open, he's free.
Outside Rose. Back to Butler. Gasol screen. Goes up off the pick. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And Anthony gets it to go.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And it's Rose penetrating. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter.
And that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Gives in the screen. Rose attacking. Puts up the baby hook. Blocked. Here is Calderon. Now the pass to Porzingis. To the left wing. And stolen by Butler. Rose against Calderon. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right. Now here's a Flalo. The dish to Carmelo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Knicks.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you got to convert, and they did that.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they're going to get the second game between these two clubs just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 games left to play in their season series against the Bulls.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Carmelo Anthony. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Just 3 to shoot. This one for 3. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Outside Anthony. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your biggest fans. How do you get off your shots when you're in such a tight coverage situation? A defender right in your grill.
It's easy. If my man back off on me, shoot it. If I got 2, pass the ball, find somebody else.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game. Carmelo Anthony. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed 1.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.